Hello everybody, my name is JohnnyFerno. Welcome back to the next reaction video where this time we are going to watch Miss Spectra. Another countdown maker here on YouTube who if you know Wambu, you've definitely seen Miss Spectra on her own, on some of the collabs they've done. Undertale videos, Mario Odyssey, stuff like that. And actually, funny enough, Miss Spectra is also joining us here for this reaction here. Look, there she is. There's the Cooper. Like, that Cooper. And then she's there. I love the blue hair. It's cute. But yeah. And also, I can also recommend Miss Spectra's, like, her own content because she is just really good. And yeah, just so many countdown people who are absolutely sweet and amazing. And then we also have a Madam Starfall here. She is the one who edited this video we're about to watch, as well as the video that she also edited the video for Miss Spectra's channel. That is an interview with Wambu for his 10-year anniversary here on YouTube. Very good. I highly recommend you watch it. If you watch Wambu's content, like what you do, I highly recommend watching that interview and just more like Miss Spectra in general. She makes pretty much all my videos now. She's amazing. All the claps for Starfall. All the claps. But yeah, without any further ado, I was about to break. That was very professional hours. Let us watch Top 10 3D Zelda bosses featuring Wambu. And I'm not as well versed in Zelda stuff as I am in Pokemon stuff, but I do know enough about Zelda to know things. As you can clearly see, I'm very well spoken. Anyway, let's get to it.
Hey everyone, this is Miss Spectra, and today we're here in the lair of one Wambulous Manicus, one of the most dangerous countdown creators on YouTube.
Wait, what did you call him? What did you call him?
This is Miss Spectra, and today we're here in the lair of one Wambulous Manicus.
Wambulous Manicus?
One of the most dangerous countdown creators on YouTube. One throw of his face and all I'm dead.
Also, did you record this like standing at the other end of your room? It sounds like that.
Just a little more.
Oh my god, I just realized this is like the same, like... Is this the same mall that Wambu you used for your, like, Kirby Forbidden Lands video? I recognize that snowy escalator. I think it's that. I think it's the same place.
Here.
Oh, Skull video, okay, but also... I don't think that's how you use hammers. Sorry to say, I don't...
It's all coming together.
Sure.
Here we see the Wambulous Manicus in all his natural habitat doing, something. Hey, Wambu, what are you doing over?
Whoa, hey, whoa, it's just me.
Oh, hi Spectra. Sorry, I thought I was being invaded by Australia again.
Is that a common problem here?
No.
Hey, Wambu, I guess you could say that you cocked the hammer.
But either way, you gotta be careful, okay? You can't just interrupt a Womboy when he's in the middle of revolutionizing the world of countdowns as we know it.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that, actually. What the hell are you doing?
Revolutionizing the world of countdowns as we...
Yeah, I got that part, you dumbo. I mean...
I love that Spectra is the only one who got that joke. No one else. I got the one. I'm happy.
How are you doing that?
Let me ask you something, Spectra. Are you tired of wanting to make a countdown, but not knowing what to make a countdown on?
Literally what I'm in the middle of right now. Because I want to make top 10 videos. Probably gonna start with Pokemon. No idea what to start with.
Why would I want to make a countdown without knowing the topic?
You think about it for days on end, but your brain is too squishy and soup-like. The inspiration simply eludes you.
There's nothing wrong with my brain, Wambu.
Nah, you in context is a metaphor for me.
Oh, well then yeah, your brain is an absolute minestrone.
That's why I've left my decision-making up to centrifugal force.
Wambu,
Spin the wheel, I guess.
honey.
By my calculations, if I stay...
Oh wait, how many franchises can there is Zelda, Mario, Phoenix Wright, Hollow Knight. I recognize this thing, but don't remember where it's from. Is that a heart? What is that? Don't recognize that one. Pokemon, Zelda. No, we're not. Zelda twice? Wait. Why is Zelda on there twice? Or is the skull from something else? No, wait, no, the skull is from like. Damn, poison. Oh, the necklace from Kingdom Hearts. Ah, gotcha.
in this position,
Wambu.
my countdown topic should eventually detach from this machine and lodge itself
Wait.
straight into my brain.
Wambu!
Yes?
It's turning on.
Finally.
Oh.
I've been waiting for this. I've never felt more alive. Ow.
Wow, you're absolutely right, Wambu. My brain is squishy and soup-like for even thinking about indulging this idea. Have a good day, buddy.
Worked like a charm.
Oh, wait, what?
Clearly, this is a sign. I'm meant to do a Zelda list.
Now the question is Wampu's head more or less dense than the sword of Arthur? Like the rock that Arthur's sword was in. More or less dense. That's the question.
You get stabbed in the face by a sword, and it happens to be... Oh, god damn it, you're right.
Don't worry about it.
I'll get to writing immediately.
Wait.
Yeah?
You subjected me to that stupidity. I want in.
Oh, you want in?
I want all in.
Then
Want in?
draw the sword.
I did not consent to this stipulation.
Wait, what
Draw
does that
the
say?
sword.
Pity. I want in.
Oh, you want in?
I want all in.
Then draw the sword.
I did not consent to this stipulation.
It's the only way to prove your worth.
Are you literally making? Did the brain cells align again? I made the sword in the sword in the stone joke, and you're literally making the same joke. Why do brain cells burn like this? Like, literally.
Really doing this bit?
Please get this out of my face.
5 high, but only because I love you.
Oh, wait, what did
It's
that
out of my
say?
face.
5 high, but only because I love you.
You know, I do understand. You gotta feed the shippers once in a while. You do gotta like throw some bread out for the shippers so they can like I get you. I don't want to alarm you, but I think guess you could say you got a real eye for this.
Congrats! You're my collab partner now.
Wait, shit, hang on, your face is stuck.
Talk about a face. No, I'm not gonna face that. I could never pull a Mrs. Steely Girl in Starfall.
Howdy doody, everyone. Wambu here, covering...
Hey, Lois, look, I pulled the sword out of a lantern. Peter! Sorry.
Zelda for the second time by centrifugal chance.
I'm looking at that machine again. Did you attach a heart to it?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna make an Undertale list if that hit me.
Not gonna lie, I'm curious what you could think of for that. But regardless, so...
Well, what could you make a list about at that point? At this point, you have explored so much of it, or at least... Oh, well, I guess you could say you've only focused on the bosses and characters. There's the music, there's the areas. You know what? I'll take what I said. Oh my god, a top 10 Undertale music list. I may want to... That... Talk for off stream. I'm not gonna fill the stream with this. I'm gonna cut this out. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it.
Yeah, welcome back to my Zelda list series. Since last time I foreshadowed bosses in the dungeons list, it's time to continue that series by talking about bosses. And
Yay.
this time, I get to piggyback up the popularity of my buddy Wambu as well.
I mean, I guess I respect your transparency.
Trams.
But yeah, you all heard right. In the past,
Trans rights.
Spectra and I did our own lists about Zelda dungeons.
And said mine was objectively better because I wasn't a pansy and only did the 3D ones.
Spectra's was fine. Mine was underrated.
I guess that's one way to say nobody liked it.
Don't make me bust out the view count, Spectra. You don't want to pick this fight.
Oh, I do want to pick this fight.
Yeah, sometimes the numbers do go burr, sadly. Looking at my recent uploads on YouTube, I really feel it.
I'm gonna pick this fight.
As two Zelda fanatics, we've joined forces to talk about a whole new topic, namely
Zelda.
the 3D bosses.
Really
Why
gotta play
3D?
more Zelda.
Because I haven't played a lot of the 2D ones.
Heresy!
That's not to
Heresy.
say there aren't any great 2D Zelda bosses, but considering Tears of the Kingdom is the most recent one right now, and we got plenty to work with already, we don't want this list to get too bloated.
And
Also, can I just quickly say, Spectra, I love the dress you chose for your design. It's really gorgeous. Like, it looks so good.
in case you're unclear as to which games count as 3D in this context, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. There you go. And in a similar way to how boss fights didn't
It's so
necessarily
good.
factor into our opinion about the dungeons, the reverse is also true. Bad dungeon, good dungeon, doesn't matter. Only the bosses.
Also,
That is
if
a
you
very
need
good distinction to make, because sometimes, for some people, a bad dungeon can ruin the boss. But then there's the flip, where a good boss can save the dungeon. But here, as you said, nah. We're separating that shit. Bosses only. Bosses only. We don't talk about their toxic work environment. Only bosses.
to tell you that this is gonna contain a lot of spoilers for all these games, especially Tears of the Kingdom, and you're not cool with it?
Don't worry, I've spoiled myself for Zelda games through internet osmosis, and also partially because of the Green Scorpion, so I know plenty enough. I actually did that for my Dungeons list too. Ah, cool.
Then I'm not cool with you. You can go now. Shoo, bye-bye now, bye-bye.
And finally, we should clarify that we didn't count final bosses on this list. Penultimate bosses are one thing, but if we counted final bosses, then odds are this list would be way more predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what would you rather have? A list?
Which I honestly think is really good to do for a boss list in a series like Zelda. Doing normal bosses, penultimate bosses, and then final bosses for their own list. I think Josh Scorcher did something similar. So it makes sense and makes it more fun, more unpredictable. And also can also maybe reduce the chance of having 3 different versions of Ganon on the same list.
List of variety in it, or a list full of Ganons and Ganondorfs.
What? I'm fucking done. Again! The brain cells! The brain cells go burr! How does this keep happening? Is that what I just said? Oh my god. Happens way too often. I plan on doing a list of finals actually, which will factor in final boss dungeons and final bosses. Ah, cool.
But can't you do at least one Ganon fight?
I thought so. With that said, shall we, Wambu?
Let's go!
Wrong franchise.
Bad.
Let's go!
Hey, Wambu!
What?
Let's start out with the toughest,
Yeah!
the roughest,
Yeah!
the meanest!
Yeah!
It's gonna be some shit like slime or something.
Yeah!
Obvious instance of Nintendo ripping itself off ever.
The Legend of Tears of the
Sunshine! Woohoo!
Oh! Alright.
Yeah! Wait, that's Shiver. That's literally the Shiver fight.
Yep.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm okay with that. I like that. I love it, even.
Yeah.
It's definitely the obligatory oddball fight of the game. But in the Water Temple
I've not
of Tears
finished.
of the Kingdom,
I've not finished Tears of the Kingdom yet, but again, I don't mind. I still gotta play. I still gotta finish it.
the Zoras find themselves beset by pollution, and there's a lot of build-up to it. They really pump up the mystery surrounding this thing, because it's definitely dangerous for the Zoras. And then you actually fight him.
Hey, look, there he is, Susie. There's the Shark Man. He is not a boss fight, so he will not be on the list. But there's the Shark Man. There's your husband. Hey.
And,
And
It's
that
hard
is a
not
weird
to be
one.
struck right away with the disposition of the
This is a weird
scourge of the water temple. Like, you spend all this time speculating on the type of creature that could cause all this mess, and it's just a little guy.
Yeah,
Wooblying around like a wacky, wavy, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
A wacky, a waving,
In my defense, Your Honor, he's just a little guy.
inflatable arm playing tube man.
A wacky, wavy, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Hi, I'm Al Harrington.
That isn't to say
Okay.
this guy isn't a threat, because he absolutely is. When he's not spitting sludge everywhere, he's a friggin' shark! Swimming around like a torpedo, causing
Shark! How's the reaction going? It's going pretty good. We're having fun in here.
shockwaves that will hit
I
you
hope
if you
so.
don't jump with low
Oh,
gravity
damn.
or you side-on shield, and spewing a
Check
big
pulse.
beam of... Oh, okay, that's just the Splatoon 2 Stingray attack he's using. Come on.
But like most boss fights in Tears of the Kingdom,
Oh,
there's a
God.
whole slew of ways to go about winning, and I like how Muck the Rock handles it in particular. It's like a big showcase for the utility of water. You can use side-on shield, throw splash fruits at him, or even spawn a hydrant and clean him up that way.
Hydrant feels like cheating,
Huh.
but it's so cool if the game just lets you do that.
And all that is before mentioning that the whole fight is in
Yeah, right now we're watching his friend Miss Spectra's video on top 10 3D Zelda bosses. So strap in, boyo.
lower gravity than usual, meaning your projectiles are a little slower, sure, but it also means you can jump into the air
Don't worry,
and do
Spectre, I
the
got
slow
you.
motion shot pretty much whenever you like, and that just feels cool.
It's a great fight to be sure, but I'm sorry, for me, I can't bear to see it any higher on the list. It's not a bad fight, don't get me wrong, but when you're on the second phase of the fight, Mukdrak starts spewing a lot of sludge everywhere, and it can be really difficult to keep up, and constantly getting stuck in the mud can be a pain. And
Oh,
sometimes
yeah, I
it
can
can be hard to
imagine.
use
The constant area denial and also have to look out for like the projectile. Yeah, okay, yeah.
side-on shield because it keeps running away from you. Get back here, dude!
Actually, now that I think about it, that's a recurring problem for all the companions. In trying to make them be able to fight independently, they also try to stay out of your way during combat, sometimes even when you want to do a team attack, and that can be really frustrating, especially in this fight.
Also, special shout out to the fact that the boss fight gets even more frustrating when you're in the depths because the low gravity's not there. That's fun.
If little
Oh.
annoyances like that bug you more than it does us, then I could see this fight really not working for some people, especially given how derpy Mukdrak looks. I thrive on the silly shit though, so this worked for me.
Definitely not me, though. I'm a bitter curmudgeon who feels no love or compassion with a twisted black hole for a heart.
Spectra, do you want to hug the funny octopus?
Yes, please, so badly.
Spectra, I have some cutlery out in the kitchen to add to that edge. If you want it. Hugs!
Speaking
Hug. Hug.
of the silly shit,
More than one hug. What? Words, Johnny. Words. More than one silly boss on the list.
The fuck is this shit? What are you, some kind of clown? You're putting all the funny bosses on this list? Huh?
shh, we're just having fun for now. Spectra and I are very different people, as y'all could
Oh, I just. Wait, why is she green? Oh, he's blue. Oh, they.
see. So it was kind of a magical moment when, in picking some of the best bosses from Wind Waker, we both converged on Jalhala, a very simple fight that's also
Yeah, out of the giant plants, the burb. Okay, I guess this isn't like the only boss from Wind Waker you choose, but like.
so fucking goofy, I can't help but love it.
I will admit that my tastes have changed a lot lately, even since that top 10 dungeons list. But one thing always remained consistent. This big ghosty dope is stupid and I love him so much for that. Look at him trying to be intimidating with that lantern. Okay, breathing fire is a little intimidating, okay,
Oh,
good
God,
job. But
that's
the
a
rest of the fight is basically
big
just
breath.
a bunch of kids in a trench coat and I love it.
Wind Waker has my absolute favorite version of the pose in the whole franchise, and right when you enter the boss room, there's a whole cavalcade of them just running around
Yeah.
and flailing aimlessly, until they all see you and decide to unite like a spectral Voltron.
Oh,
I don't know, you wanna kick his ass? Yeah, kick his ass! Fucking ass! That's
I mean,
Let's kick his ass, yeah! That was amazing. You spent 4 hours on just that one-headed. Worth it. Worth it. Man of Starfall. Worth it. Also, just... Zelda is one of those franchises who are able to balance, who keep that balance between incredibly silly, but also incredibly, like, actual serious time. And it's like, Zelda is so good at being silly. This is an example of that. It's so good.
It's simple. Nothing will.
Your first introduction to Zelda was Wind Waker. Mine was Twilight Princess. You could guess that the expectations were a bit skewered after that.
Special. You just avoid his attack, shine light on him, pick up and
Oh,
throw him.
I love Twilight Princess as well. I honestly never finished it. What I want to do? Wakes up from the dead. You need to play. I know. I need to play more Zelda. I have played partially way up through Twilight Princess, beaten Breath of the Wild, and partially way through Tears of the Kingdom. I've only finished one game. Oh shit. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh, it didn't work. Damn it. Okay, let me activate it for you. Let me play it for you, Spectra. There we go.
Hold on.
Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Didn't mean it. Thank you for the sip. Hydrate before you hydrate. There we go. Me.
So watch him pop like a balloon and whack all his mini-me's with your sharp metal stick. Actually, now that I think about it, this reminds me of Bulossus from Luigi's Mansion. Man, Nintendo
Did you stun on me? But there wasn't any
It was really on a bunch of guys being one guy kick for a while there, huh?
In all honesty, Jalhala is the
Hold on. Let me get some sip. I said let me get some sip!
not exactly a better fight than Muktarok. In general, he's probably the worst fight on this list, but he lands at number 9 on the back of sheer charm. Every time I fight this dude, I just have a big smile on my face the whole time. He even tries to reform himself when there are no pose left, resulting in one of the best death animations ever.
Okay. Is that how he dies? He's just trying to scuttle away. That's amazing.
No.
Oh, what?
Let's go!
No.
Let's go!
No. Either both of us can do it, or neither of us can do it.
Well, how about this? Let's go! Huh?
Oh, God! Guess you could say it was Scott got.
That's about time that yours not slided on
What? What are you saying? I can't understand
What?
you.
What's the problem?
You gotta speak up. I can't understand
Sorry,
you.
I can't hear you. We should probably take off the mask.
I'm taking off the mask. Is that alright with
I
you?
said we should take off the mask.
I fucking love that bit. It's so good. That entire trope of jokes. It's so good. Well fucking played. So good. That was, yeah, I can see why it's so good.
So you were saying?
Right, yes. So, goat. Right. What to say about goat? Honestly, not a whole lot. Much like Jalhala, this fight is pretty simple. In fact, it requires a lot less thought than fighting Jalhala. But that being said, Goran Link go vroom vroom, and that makes my monkey brain go boom.
Goat is refreshingly...
Hey, base reference. Oh my God, Dylan. Awesome. Icky.
simple in a Zelda game that's anything but. I mean, you have the ability to become a big, spiky stone tire. It'd probably be a crime if a fight like this didn't exist in the game. But that simplicity is also what makes Goat a really unique fight in the context of Zelda. Rarely...
Apparently they made it worse in the remake of Majora's Mask. We got his cookbook. Oh! Awesome! I want to get better at cooking. My cooking sucks. I can make like one dish.
Do we get such high-octane moments of speed and momentum like this?
Majora's Mask is a game that really didn't focus on dungeons and bosses. I mean, the game was made in only 1 year, and it shows in some places. All the other bosses have this predictability about them that causes pattern recognition and muscle memory to kick in, and you kind of just enter autopilot fighting them. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, no other Majora's Mask boss made this list, sorry. Goat is the exception, because you need to remain active and alert for the
Yeah, because the only other boss there's, as far as I can tell, there's really to be spoken about is Majora himself, and that's a final boss, so...
whole fight. You can't remain passive because you're constantly going, dodging stalactites, bombs, his lightning blasts, jumping off the ramps for a boost, keeping your magic up from the green jar, stopping yourself from having an aneurysm from sensory overload.
I mean, he is susceptible to arrows, so you could play passive, but like, that's boring. Why would you do that?
I don't know, man. That sounds like something a chump.
Wait, Majora's a girl? Or I should more say itself, themselves. Because I think Majora is kind of beyond our understanding of gender. I think Majora just is, to be fair.
Would do.
Honestly, though, I don't know what else we could do that.
I don't know, man. That sounds like something a chump would do.
Honestly, though, I don't know what else we could necessarily say. It's fast and fun in a way that feels like a total outlier for Zelda, and for that, I think it belongs on here. But I also find Goat to be such a weird presence in the context of the game. Like, he's from the old era of 3D Zelda.
Oh. There's a prevalent theory that Majora is a female due to its voice and being a counterpart to the three goddesses of Hyrule. I have not heard of that theory before. It's kind of a cool one.
And he honestly wouldn't be out of place in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom,
actually,
given all the mechanical technology in those games.
New headcanon, Goat was made by the Zonai. Confirmed! Robert, how can we defeat the Demon King?
Not to worry. We have this giant mechanical bull that we will use to...
Yikes!
Well, shit.
Ah, shit. No, it would be totally in character for Majora to like see like the creation of another like advanced species and be like, mine now. And just go away laughing like the little gremlin that they are. Hey, Skyward Sword. Oh no, what are they groaning about?
So, lots to talk about with those Skyward Sword bosses. Am I right, Wambu?
Shh. I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
I think it's safe.
I mean, there is one obvious choice to go if we ignore penultimate and final bosses. There's one obvious choice.
Say that when it comes to Zelda games, Skyward Sword was pretty much the nadir of the Ocarina of Time formula.
Oh, I like Skyward Sword overall. I'm probably nicer to it in a lot of ways than most.
To a fault.
Yeah, shut up. But seriously, I thought Skyward Sword was cool in a lot of ways. I thought most of the dungeons were pretty inventive, I generally loved the items, and the Silent Realm stuff was cool too. But oh my god, if there was one way in which the game really dropped the ball for me, it was the bosses. I don't like any of them.
They suck!
Oh, I've heard enough about the Imprisoned to know that. Hell, I play Hyrule Warriors, and like both the Wii U version and the Switch version. It's annoying as hell in both. You try to stab its goddamn toes, and just keep doing its big steppies, and like, no! Fuck you! Oh, okay.
I don't like him. Yeah.
Moldarak? Blech.
Talus? Lame.
Girahim? Get the hell off my lawn.
What about the Imprisoned? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. They all suck. Every single one of them suck. Especially Collector.
Wait. That one's cool, actually.
Wait, what?
Oh Oh yeah, that one mission in Adventure Map in Hyrule Warriors where I had to fight it. Like, I hate every mission that's surrounded around that stupid thing. But also, yes, I knew Collectors would be here. I think it's the one good boss everyone talked about when Skyward Sword came out.
I take it back. I don't dislike all of them. We found one exception.
Yeah, just one, but, like, wow, if there was ever a one. Collectos is probably the most viscerally satisfying that you can ever fight in any Zelda game. While most of his attacks are pretty obviously telegraphed, like...
I've seen people be bad on Girahim, being split on Girahim. Like, both good and bad.
Any other Zelda boss fight in this game, this entire fight is just a power trip. Big robot boy swings sword, big robot boy misses with sword, small green boy tears their fucking arms off as punishment.
Most of Skyward Sword's bosses are all like, hit this dude in the eye, or swing your sword a certain way, or hit this dude in the eye by swinging your sword a certain way. I got it.
Oh my god, Oscar's video where he talked about his least favorite Zelda bosses and how he went off on this one right here. Because it's a scorpion that's not using its tail. Like, he just... It was glorious.
Okay, I know how to use the sword at this point. Please. The Collectos fight actually remembers that it has a cool and different item and uses it in the best way possible. And in a game where a bunch of the really cool items like the beetles and the mitts got totally snubbed from having a cinematic fight, that's glowing praise.
I think the best part about the boss is that it's the definition of beauty and simplicity. There's really nothing too complex about the fight. Robot Boy is blocking weak point, stop it from blocking weak point. But the way to go about it makes this feel less like you're fighting a normal boss and more systematically dismantling an actual machine-gun rogue. And that's not even getting into the second phase, where it actually starts to feel like a threat. 6 scimitars, 6 arms, and it walks now! Wait, yeah, no, it just walks. No run, just walk? Alright, well...
It's basically doing the tactic that you did when you were in the playground of just swinging your arms to make the ultimate defense and offense at the same time. Goddamn Hindu Voltron hitting hard.
I guess he got stubby legs.
Yeah, he does. He probably doesn't need those anymore, right?
No, boy. Oh, lovely what you're doing to the man.
We have good wholesome fun in this countdown.
Yeah.
I really wish more Zelda bosses did what the second phase of this fight does. I'm so glad Link is so ridiculously strong that he can just casually wield a scimitar 2 times as big as himself. It gives the fight a very beat them at their own.
I think they used that same... Well, what a frame, by the way. The sword is right in on the faces. I believe that same sword is used in Hyrule Warriors. I think?
Own game sort of quality that most bosses in the franchise, hell, most bosses in general, kinda lack. In any other Zelda game, this would still be a very high tier fight. In Skyward Sword, it's head and shoulders above everything else.
Oh,
and he's
boy.
got 6 arms, so that's a lot of shoulders.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, now that all the scrubs are out of the way, let's talk about the really good bosses.
Ayy.
Now that we've gotten the obvious picks out of the way. Ignore the first 2 entries, but now we got all those out of the way.
Oh, hey, Wambu! Have you heard?
No.
The bird?
I'm deaf.
But almost everybody's heard.
Not
That the bird is... Is it the bird from Wind Waker?
me.
But don't you Ugh. Wambu, you're not giving me much to work with. Can you please at least pretend to take the bait?
Bait? Like a fish?
No! Fucking... You know what? I'll do it myself. Hi, Wambu. Hi, Spectra. Haven't you heard? Heard about what? Bird. You know what? It's dead. It's dead. You ruined it. You fucking ruined it, Wambu. You have betrayed me so effectively and efficiently.
Bird.
You could also feed bait to a seagull. A seagull's a type of bird.
It's fucking Halbaron King, you dumb lamb.
What? Why are you such sibling energy? You two are such sibling energy, and I love it.
Oh, I get the joke now.
I hate you. I feel no joy. All happiness now belongs to the abyss, and
Man-
I feel nothing.
Helmrock
Susie,
King could have been
fuck
the worst
Venom
fight
again.
in the game, and it'd still probably be a contender just for the narrative satisfaction of this moment. It's very rare that a random boss acts as a thorn in the player's side, but this is the bastard bird that nabbed your sister at the beginning of the game. Shit's personal now.
Now, in a way, a sister's just another mouth to feed in this cruel and endless grind in the world that is overrun and corrupted by this capitalist society that people have mindlessly indoctrinated themselves into.
Okay, I've activated her nihilism mode. How do I fix this?
Oh boy.
How did that go? Hey Wambu, haven't you heard? Heard what, Spectra?
The
The things I do for friendship.
So,
You gotta activate the tism. Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to make any assumptions.
kidnapping your sister
Speaking as one with the tism, sometimes there's just a trigger phrase.
and then throwing you like a rag doll across the Great Sea when you try to infiltrate Ganondorf's fortress to get her back. Oh yeah, spoiler for a 20-something-year-old game. Ganondorf is the bad guy. Woo!
Oh
The mask.
Guys, a big fucking development. Ganon is the main villain of a Zelda game. Stop the press. It's Ganondorf is the villain of a Zelda game. Who the fuck would have guessed?
Sorted a big fuck-off hammer, and you're ready for the rematch of the century. After you climb up the flooded tower first.
This little pre-boss fight platforming section is pretty simple, admittedly, but it acts as just a cool cinematic moment of intensity before the fight starts proper. Plus, you get to watch some Bokoblins get a knock.
At least that's not spoiling the Chaurus mask. Imagine though, fucking imagine you go through the entire game dealing with this little mask bullshit, like it's like prick, and you get at the end, take like the mask off, like it's actually been Ganondorf the entire time. It's like, what? That would be so stupid.
Annihilated. That's what you get for prioritizing the little green kid over your own well-being, you utter bozos.
And then the actual fight begins, and
Spectra, do we want to talk about that choice of voice file, of sound file you use there for that? Do we want to talk about that?
well, you gotta give him a good bonk on the noggin before you reach the top
That
of
was
the tower.
fine. Oh, okay,
so
fair
he's a
enough.
little bit the
All right,
tiniest
Starfall, okay.
amount of pissed at you now. Helmrock King is, well, a bird.
You don't say!
And he takes advantage of that fact in many ways. As this albatross tends to fly around the tower and then dive bomb at you with his talons to attack.
Oh yeah, that's why. Like the albatross. You know how they steal fries? This one steals kids. God, that sounds so bad saying it out.
Before landing to take a peck at you. This bird's chosen violence, y'all, but that's okay, because this bird doesn't seem to know its own strength, so whap! That's for eating me the windfall, you bitch!
There is quite a bit of wait time while the Helmrock King is soaring through the air, but once he goes for the peck, his fate is sealed. And I just love the use of the signature item here.
Oh yeah, you saw that. Quick context: I was walking at the harbor here in Copenhagen, and I bought like some fish and chips with some fries and stuff, and I was attacked by a swarm of seagulls that kept trying to get at my fries. It's amazing. I may put it in this video here, like in the middle of it, if I remember, but it's amazing.
Yeah, Kalaktos had you systematically disarming it, literally with the whip, but Helmrock King keeps things nice and simple. Wait for the right moment, and then beat that bird over the beam till it bleeds brain juice on the bench in the backyard.
That's my favorite kind of disrespect right there.
It was incredibly hilarious. I had to like find some place of safety. I think I lost only a single fry, but it was so goddamn funny.
Destroying an enemy's namesake, and then watch as it weeps and just stab it in the eye. Yeah! I love this boss. And now we're at the halfway
Attack
point.
you with
so
birds.
how about we cross up?
No, Wambu, don't unleash the birdemic upon me. Think about the budget. On the leg thereof. Let's continue.
A couple of honorable mentions before we continue onward.
Ooh, I've never done that before. Let's give it a try.
Honorable mentions in the middle of a video. How unorthodox.
So honestly, I really love this boss. It might have made this list if not for how much Wambu and I love Valhalla. consider it the number 11 spot, I guess.
Cool setting, cool design, and the boss theme bangs. It's an awesome fight.
Also, one of the only times where I could say that the Ganon's Tower rematch version of the song is more preferable to me.
I could gush for a while about
Wait,
pretty
Twin
much any
Rova? Twin Rova is not on the list. Interesting.
Ocarina of Time boss, but we'll have to save that for a little later, though.
You have no idea how funny that statement is. But yes!
Wait.
I could gush for a while about pretty much any Ocarina of Time boss, but we'll have to save that for a little later, though.
You have no idea how funny that statement is. But
All right.
yes, this is one of my favorites in Ocarina, but that's just because I'm a sucker for the mirror shield. Look at this beaut! It's shiny!
Shooting fire
Yes.
and ice out.
This is precious, yes it is. No, return let's start with this is precious. No. See what happened? You went Gollum, then I went Gollum. Thank you so much, Spectra.
Of the shield is a little out of left field, but it's still a very cool moment, both visually and mechanically.
You know, that might be the reason why I didn't figure out how to fight them for a good 30 minutes. You see why it's not on the list?
Arachnophobia, guys. In the chat, arachnophobia. Be careful. Spooters incoming. Oh, also.
It's not on the list.
That you, Madame Sappho?
No.
No, apparently. Cute design. Love the jacket. Also, good hair.
This is by far my favorite iteration of Goma ever. The spooky atmosphere, the big scary spider design,
oh
and
wait,
that
I think I remember this
curveball of
one.
an ending won me over in a way that no other version
Well, the
of
cutie
Goma
is
has
cute.
gotten close to.
But the big problem is that fighting it directly, well, you don't, really. All you do is shoot an arrow in its eye and then make the statues attack it instead. That's lame. And the only time you fight it directly is when it's that silly eyeball thing. Again.
It's kind of funny because that sounds funny to me. You stun it and then you make the statue bonk it. That's funny.
It's funny to me.
Lame.
Oh, and here's Spectra's favorite Goma, I guess.
Oh, come on. This fight is way better and completely different. You're in the Dragon Roost volcano, the music is all epic and cool, and then
Okay.
you swing on the ceiling and that does the damage for you. And then the only time you attack it directly is to its silly eyeball thing.
I'm staring at Spectre right now.
Man, Gomas suck!
It's a cool design, but it's a cakewalk even for a first boss. Okay fight. Armagoma better, though.
Okay, I'll admit, I may have forgotten to upgrade my armor by the time I fought this one, and that may or may not have influenced my opinion on it.
Spectra doesn't feed her
Judging
Link.
again.
She's a bad mom.
That said, is aight. Not great, but aight. Solid 6 out of 10. Besides, Wambu didn't use the mirror shield, so he's no better.
Mirror light.
Wambu didn't use the mirror light, so he's no better.
You don't need to. You could
Wait. Was that an actual correction in the middle of the take? Was that in real time?
just keep shooting it with lightning.
You don't need to see what you and I did. It's just freaking boring. That's you. That's what you just said.
I didn't choose to be boring. I just forgot how to be cool.
Oh shit, now I feel.
I never learned how to. I learned how to be goofy. Never learned how to be cool. I'm sticking with goofy for now, though.
Bad. I'm sorry, hon.
Yeah, being Wambu is suffering.
I think break time's over now.
Back to the list.
We are emotionally vulnerable and available here on the JohnnyFerno streams and videos. Let's go!
Never mind, I love being Wambu again.
Being one with sausage. Hell yeah. Volvaga. I was about to say something. I forgot. Volvagia! That's a shit at Wambu. Shit it. Don't bully me for how I pronounce this guy's. Oh.
It was me! I did this! Cuff me, officers, I admit to the crime.
Yeah, he's kind of the reason this guy's this
Oh yeah, shout out to Volga from Hyrule Warriors. Awesome.
high up on the list.
It's deserved. I'm making sure we do our due diligence.
You know, Challenger, the more I talk about Hyrule Warriors, the more I think I could maybe do like a top 10 list of my favorite characters from that game. I gotta get back to playing it though, if I want to do that. I know the freaking Bug Princess is not gonna be on it.
Doing God's work. I am justice.
More like your basic. First you pick the Fire Temple over the more creative dungeons, and then you pick Volvagaya over the more creative boss.
Volvagaya? Volvagaya.
You basic, you little wham bitch.
Basic, but based. That's how the Wamboy do it. Anyway, it was kind of inevitable that I would go up to bat for Volvagaya, given that he's my favorite boss from my favorite Zelda game, representing my favorite dungeon to boot. I wouldn't be gunning for him so hard if I didn't legitimately love this fight, though. Right off the bat, this thing was built up quite a bit before even touching the Fire Temple. Like, just going off the hearsay, how powerful is this creature that the super strong race of stone people that are the Gorons are getting utterly folded by it?
I mean, not just folded, apparently this bastard full-on eats them! Like, what? Like, I get that Gorons eat rocks, but Jesus!
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Wambo. Did you forget?
Folded like omelets. So yeah, a lot of anticipation.
Here at JohnnyFerno, we promote equal shaming. That sounded weird. I'll move on from that one.
Going into this dungeon, a whole hammer swinging, Goron saving, fake door smashing, dancer killing good time later, and we finally reach the lair of Volvagaya.
Which, by the way, sick dreads, bro.
How to describe the fight with the fella over there with the
Excuse me, what? Is this the remake?
hella good hair? Well, it's basically...
Whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-mole.
I was going to say... Yeah, it's whack-a-mole. The coolest whack-a-mole ever.
Yeah.
The kind where you have an epic fight with a cool dragon
Oh, it's
and
a
these
fan
rocks
remake.
are falling
Okay.
all around you.
I just thought that looked way too high res, like way too polished. I should be picking fights with you on this. Actually, you're one of my.
He flies around, and it doesn't even really dawn on you till after it's over that you just played fucking whack-a-mole.
How can whack-a-mole be cool enough?
Was that Mega Man X music? Don't remember which boss it was. So I remember from Mega Man X. Nah. Oh wait, what's it? Undertale?
And these rocks are falling all around you, and he flies around, and it doesn't even really dawn on you till after it's over that you just...
Oh yeah, it is. I completely forgot where it is. But oh no, guys, we're seeing a friendship breaking in the chat. This will make great for views. Oh yeah, that's right. The song I might play when you fight Sans.
Played fucking whack-a-mole.
How can whack-a-mole be cool in a volcano, though?
Do you want to, like, actually contribute something?
Okay,
Sorry for that joke.
Look, I wasn't as big on this fight as you were. I still loved it, don't get me wrong, but I personally just...
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Wait, and then attack, and then wait, and then attack. Which you could say the same about a lot of bosses in Ocarina of Time, and I personally think Volvagaya made it much more cinematic than the others, which is why I have no problem with it being this high on the list, but... yeah, I'm not as crazy about this as you are, Wambu. Sorry.
Molga Volvanio. Molga Volholnio. Mihoinioin.
So you're saying it's fun Wambu gush time?
Wait, what?
Fun Wambu gush time?
I'm scared, please stop.
It's mission time, Spectra. I don't know when I'll be back.
Please tell me when you'll get back. That's not what we talked about in the script.
Thousands of tears later.
Volvagaya might seem like a simple fight on the surface. There definitely are easy methods to beat him, but Volvagaya himself is a more versatile fighter than I think a lot of people realize. He has attacks to hit you from both far away and close up, in the air or on the ground, and if you're not careful, he's capable of dealing damage to you incredibly fast, especially especially with that fire breath of his. And while I think this fight is really nicely built up and fun and intense and kind of sort of maybe a little epic, I also gotta shout out how the Zelda manga handles Volvagaya.
Yes, because they gave Volvagia a whole ass backstory in there, and it became like really, really tragic.
In particular.
Wait,
Fun fact, I own the Twilight Princess manga. That one's also really pretty cool.
we're bringing the manga into this?
Just once, it's okay. Don't worry, I'm good at this.
You're clearly not good at this.
Anyway, in the Ocarina of Time manga, Link actually meets Volvagaya pre-time skip. He adopts Volvagaya as a baby and the two become friends. Volvagaya even learns how to say Link's name. When Link eventually returns to Hyrule as an adult though, he finds that his baby Volvagaya has been manipulated by Ganondorf and is forced to kill his old friend in order.
That frame! Oh god, that image. Kind of also reminds me of a page from the Pokemon manga where a Arbok gets literally also split in half. The Pokemon manga goes wild.
In order to put him out of his misery.
What?
In Volvagaya's final moments, he remembers Link and says his name one final time, the two shedding tears as Volvagaya passes. Now, I'm honestly glad this isn't in the game itself, as it'd just be way too upsetting, but I'm glad this version of the story exists. This isn't in the game itself, as it'd just be way too upsetting, but I'm glad this version of the story exists, as it just adds a sense of deeper pathos to Volvagaya himself. And with that, I think we can move on. You okay?
I don't think
Talking
Spectra's
about a
good.
little baby and how it dies in the arms of his friends. Am I okay? Am I okay? You know what? I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Definitely no pent-up repressed feelings that may end up being unleashed in this video later at all.
Hey, I told you this was a good fight.
I'm never playing whack-a-mole again.
But yeah, again, with that context, Jesus. Favorite joke incoming? Okay.
Now playing Beyblade, on the other hand.
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I've noticed that, like, Spectra, is it like a running gag of yours to do the whole, like, you know what? Because I've noticed you doing that several times in other videos. It's like, yeah. But Star-Lord, Beyblade time.
Gotta fall down. Don't put that.
That's Beyblade! Such a fucking cool intro.
In the video. I just like that. I just like Beyblade.
Starfall absolutely put that.
Don't put it in the video. I just like that. I just like Beyblade.
Starfall absolutely put that in the
Don't put it in the video, Star. Star, don't put it in the video. Star, don't put it in the video.
Put it in the fucking video.
Don't put it in the video, Star.
Alright, let's...
Nice work, Star. Very fucking nice work. Let's go!
talk about the stats.
And I'm sorry again, Wambu, you activated me. The fucking Beyblade theme is awesome. Wait, what the?
Alright, let's talk about the stats.
What happened?
I have literally no idea why that happened.
Reference to the previous list.
As said before,
Oh,
Spectra
oh yeah, the old Spectra design, yeah. Pause justice. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Oh wait, I can just go. Oh no, it's horizontal Spectra. Sorry, I've been seeing those German memes on TikTok. It's wild. Oh wait, what?
put it in the video.
Oh, that's what you did. Oh, I did?
Start.
Alright, let's talk about the stats.
You know what? Whenever I make this into a video, that's gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna make sure that will be the thumbnail. Look at that.
I have literally no idea why that happened.
Reference to the previous list.
As said before, Spectra and I are very different people with generally similar but ultimately different tastes. We can agree on
I do want to say that the Mario Odyssey ranked worlds video is probably one of my favorite countdowns ever. Like, just because of both it taught me about Mario Odyssey in a really cool way. I was like, just your dynamics, the way your jokes and everything. I must admit, the poisonous cake bit was like that. That was a weird one.
a few things though, like Beyblade.
Let it rip!
And skeletons.
Why must you fail me so often?
Spitty people.
What is a skeleton's favorite snack?
Like crashing against giant skelly man, go burn! Nah, but seriously, holy crap, talk about jumping quality when it comes to bosses. Cause up to this point in Twilight Princess,
okay.
a giant plant, cool, a big fire demon,
Rips! Spare rips! Fuck! Why must you fail me so often?
Why did I do that? What? I wanted to commit to the bit, apparently. Yes, you know what, that'll do. You're right.
okay, that's neat, but ultimately kind of boring. Okay, what's next? Lady Spectrum, hate it! Already hate it! Morpheal, hate! Here's an idea for a novelty. A boss that attacks you! Now here's Morpheal! It does not! Can you see the problem? Okay, so, yeah, imagine going through all of that, and then you finally get to the 4th dungeon, the Arbiter's Grounds. It's a place with a general, ancient, undead kind of spooky vibe, and you're having
With one hell of a dark backdrop to it. If you pay attention to the lore. Some dark shit.
a good time, and then you get to the spinner, and then you're like, wait, what? And then you remember Zelda's tradition up to this point, and you wonder, how in the hell is this gonna play out in the boss?
And then
That's actually, I think, one of the best like parts of Zelda. Whenever you get like the item, whenever you get the weapon. Oh, I just realized the video's like unaligned. There we go. You get the weapon, and you're like, how the hell is this gonna work? It's really funny.
once you enter the boss room proper, there's a big ol' skeleton lying there. You're just like, oh yeah, please, I want to fight that.
Yeah.
And because Twilight Princess fucking rules, it obviously delivers. The first phase of the fight has the player
I mean, it has Midna in it. That makes it rule by default.
spinning around the arena, waiting for Star-Lord's spine to be vulnerable. It's a lot trickier than it looks, though, since when you think you have a good shot, his buddies pop out of the earth and get down Mr. President.
Oh god.
What's worse is that this whole arena is quicksand now. So if you end up bouncing off these guys, you run the risk of losing your forward momentum and your speed. And if you come to a standstill, you're off that spinner and into the pits. So if you miss your shot, don't try to be cool and overcorrect. Head straight back to the walls and build up your speed again.
Yeah, better play it safe. Better play it safe.
Which, by the way, damn! You're going pretty fast right now. This is already awesome. But yeah, hit the spine.
And also, again, to refer back to Hyrule Warriors, I have a lot of things to say about that game, apparently. The spinner is, no joke, one of the best weapons in that game. It's so silly and so much fun. That one and like the iron gloves. Because you have the big old ball and chain you swing around. A lot of fun.
A few times, and then congrats, you win! Yep, definitely win!
Hey, I got
Yay.
scoliosis. I can sympathize with the guy.
You have a spine?
You want to see it?
No.
At this point, Star-Lord
Wait,
tries
what?
to...
Spine?
You want to see it?
No.
At this point,
No.
Star-Lord tries to do a little bit of trolling, but like... Come on. Everyone knows this is a fake out. You didn't even do the song that goes... Do-do-do, blah, blah. One good spin on the central platform later,
Zelda music cover of Wambu and Spectra when?
and what do you know? Star-Lord is a goddamn lead swinger.
And yeah, Challenger, if I ever began to make like countdown videos of Hyrule Warriors, Link's weapons could basically make their own list.
Meaning?
He faked that shit.
What Exploding words is fun!
After the second platform raises from the ground, Star-Lord reanimates is just ahead, and the second phase begins. And if you thought the first phase was fast, you ain't even begun to see speed yet. The rest of the fight sees the spinner at its absolute peak, as you jump back and forth, dodging Star-Lord's fireballs and other incoming spiky pylons.
Big balls of fire!
Enemy Beyblades incoming! Evasive maneuvers! Double time it! No, seriously, don't get hit by these things, because this isn't a matter of taking damage, it's a matter of getting bodied. You fail, you face-planted, it's over, you're done, game over, eat shit and die!
Good day, sir!
That's what makes the dynamic of this second phase so fun, though. Each time you hit Star-Lord feels like a monumental victory, and every hit you take is a devastating wipeout. The shit is thoroughly eaten.
Obviously, we kind of like this fight, if you can't tell, which I understand if you couldn't, because, you know, we were so subtle. But honestly, while I was really liking Twilight Princess up to this point, it was this fight in particular when I knew that the game was going to get
I'm really gonna
really
get back to
good.
playing this
And
game.
boy, what a hell of a way to set things up for later things to come. This big old bag of bones ain't got rattled for nothing, huh? Also, shout out to Star-Lord and Link's crossbow training.
Yes.
It was hilarious fighting him in that context, and I just wanted an excuse to
So
talk about
funny.
Link's crossbow training so I can lament about how this game is the reason why Twilight Princess didn't get a sequel. Okay, totally okay with that, by the way. Definitely not bitter at all. We could have gotten a follow-up to Midnight Link's romance impact.
Also, was that legit the reason why that we didn't get a Twilight Princess sequel? Because of crossbow training?
Well, we finally made it to the top 3. It's been a long road. No,
Really?
bear with us. We're trying to be here. The road is long, the competition was fierce, but at long last, all ambiguity, all mystery, all your questions will be answered here.
Yes.
Which of these bosses
Please. Enlighten me.
is our absolute favorite?
This is bullshit, Spectra.
Huh?
This is a Zelda bosses list.
Yeah?
Colgera, the toothpaste brand?
What?
Wambu.
You can't do that.
Wambu.
You know, I knew you were gonna pull some nonsense like this. You're a slippery little weasel, you know that?
Wambu!
What?
Look.
Oh, this version!
Oh.
Yes!
The
Yes!
absolute buffoon! You were thinking of Colgate, my brother in Christ!
This isn't my fault, Spectra. The boss's name sounds just like the toothpaste.
I swear to God, it's a play on the word Mulgera. You know how much I'm a sucker for wordplay. Now say something awesome about this boss before I eject you from the video.
Okay, I guess
You don't want to make the anime girl angry. Don't make the anime girl angry.
we vaguely kind of hinted at this by putting Mulgera on the honorable mentions. That guy narrowly missed the list, but thankfully their cooler cousin notched a spot in the top 3. I personally did the Wind Temple first in my first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom.
Also, like... Again, words! Why did they keep escaping me? Right, Spectra! You look like a popsicle. That was it.
And man, this was an early peak. Colgera isn't just one of the coolest bosses design-wise, its fight is intensely striking visually.
You're definitely not alone about the Wind Temple being their first dungeon in this game. It's very clear that this game intended this to be the first dungeon.
Wait, did I... Did I just open your eyes, Wambu? Did I just open all 6 of your new eyes?
Not just from the standpoint of the narrative, but also mechanically. The companion system in Tears of the Kingdom, while definitely not the best in terms of what we got, really showed off what we could have gotten.
And the godlike music.
Tulin, who definitely has the most utility out of any companion in the game, and his abilities are showcased perfectly in this boss fight. Mostly because this is the only boss fight in the game that takes place entirely in the sky. Ideally, if you do this fight correctly and don't screw up too badly, you will never touch the ground during the entire fight.
The fight being entirely airborne plays into the unique mechanics of the 2 newest Zelda games in a way that not many other fights really do. Before this, the closest thing we had was maybe be the Vomito fight.
And as a side note, Blight Ganon sucks and we hate him. No spots for you!
Comparatively, however, Colgera...
I mean, look, the Blight Ganon fights were not the best, but hey, Lightning Ganon was kind of cool. It was all speedy. It's like you were fighting a worse Sonic. Yeah.
is a lot more modular in terms of how you can go about defeating him.
For example, you can fight him the boring way by shooting arrows at it.
You get funny bullet time, though. Well, I guess it's not a gun. Arrow time?
Arrow time?
Works.
You get funny arrow time. But arrows aren't the only airborne Zelda mechanic to make use of here. You can also handle things the goober way and just smash your face against it.
You can straight just dive into it.
My mom always told me that banging my head against the brick wall would never get me anywhere. Joke's on you, mother! You
Talk about using your head.
Point.
Speaking of spawning, oddly fitting segue, a lot of the strengths with this fight presentation-wise, I think largely come from the setting. It's a cool fight on its own, but fighting him in this huge cyclone just lends so much intense...
Yeah, the giant cyclone with the giant freaking, spawn point trick, wait.
Mother, you walking spawn point!
Speaking of...
I got it. That's just mad, though, to refer to your mom as something like that.
Of spawning, oddly fitting segue, a lot of the strengths with this fight presentation-wise, I think largely come from the setting. It's a cool fight on its own, but fighting him in this huge cyclone just lends so much intense atmosphere. How would you even do this fight in another place? I naively thought on my first playthrough, then this fucker straight jump-scared me in the depths. I mean, I knew there were boss rematches down there, I just didn't think about how this could happen.
Fighting
I have been on the Underworld like once. I got incredibly confused, and I quickly left. It's so dark down there.
Colgera in the Wind Temple is appropriately epic, but fighting him underground in the dark is an absolute 180 in terms of what kind of vibe this guy gives off. Sure, up in the sky, things are intense, the kick-ass music is rocking, and holy crap, Dragon Roost Island never sounded so fucking good.
So beautiful.
But in the depths...
Oh, alright, copyright. I get you. Starfall? Good, clever, good editor. Clever.
Harder to see him. He can come at you at any angle, and may I remind you that it's dark as hell down here. You're gonna come out of this match a completely changed Link, I'm telling you. And let's not even get into what happens if you fight it before Ganondorf, if you skip the Wind Temple.
Only real nitpick I have is that he's maybe got a tinge of...
Wait, like I said, I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet. You can skip the bosses? Kind of like in Breath of the Wild? You can just go straight to Ganon? Alright, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, what am I talking about? Of course you can do that. Yeah.
Morpheus syndrome?
Wait, what?
I love that. It's just all three at the same time. Yep.
Colgera doesn't really attack that much.
Well, that's not true. He's significantly more aggressive than Morpheus.
Yeah, well, a stiff breeze is more aggressive than Morpheus.
Fair.
Colgera's battle mannerisms are still pretty passive. Yes, there's the ice spikes that shoot out, and it can create portals that can enter and exit to lunge out at you, but they're all pretty easy to dodge. He's certainly intimidating, and the fight itself is a great spectacle, but it's also very easy.
Oh, it's kind of the beauty of the fight, though. I don't think anyone is afraid to admit that Zelda isn't exactly the hardest series of games to play and beat, and honestly, that's okay. Zelda isn't about beating the player down and teaching them the value of
If you want that, go to Dark Souls or Elden Ring.
Perseverance and the value of adversity. We got Dark Souls and Elden Ring for that. Zelda's about adventure.
Why do I even watch? Why do I watch it? Clearly I know the script already. Brain cells! That should become like a meme. I should just have an emote or something of me going, brain cells!
Sure, and power fantasy. And Colgera is the epitome of power.
Thank you, Spectra. Look, Wump Wife, I've got things I want to say. Let's say it. Thank you. I love you guys too.
Power fantasy. A big, hulking, flying monstrous beast that controls the cold and the weather, and armed with a bird friend and a glider, you take it down like the hero you are.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
that's
you
fair.
are.
Like I said, it's a nitpick more than anything.
You're a nitpick more than anything.
But on the topic of perseverance in the face of adversity, play the number transition.
What?
What?
We're done. Play the number
Oh
transition.
shit, oh fuck it, goddamn.
Play the fucking number
I'm doing
transition.
it, stop pressuring me, I'll do it.
Goddamn number transition.
I have been there. I have been as a theater kid. That is so that is so on point.
So, a while ago, you may remember when I did the top 10 Zelda dungeons. I'm still pretty proud of it to this day, even if the avatar I used was on the rough side.
I also made a Zelda
what?
video.
Stay, even if the avatar I used was on the rough side.
I
Oh,
also
the rough side. Okay, I'm still a pretty model.
made a Zelda video. Sorry, I just wanted to let everyone know. Continue.
Wait, what?
I also made a Zelda video. Sorry, I just wanted to let everyone know. Continue.
Wambu, we all do know. You pulled the receipts earlier. We know.
Right. So there is something about that list that, had I known what I know now, I wouldn't have done. You see, on the release of Tears of the Kingdom, one of the big speculations and things that fans were talking about for the longest time before just falling off the face of the earth after Nintendo showed they really don't give a shit about their lore anymore, was the prospect of DLC. What new dungeons would we get? Would we get new stories? Would Link and Prince Sidon finally give each other a big sloppy kiss? But then,
I know Susie would have wanted that.
nothing. Nintendo said they weren't planning on making DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. And that put a pit in my stomach because as a result...
Oh, wait, are you doing the boss I think you're about to do? Because if you are, that would be so funny.
Breath of the Wild remains to this
Fight!
day the only mainline Zelda game that features DLC in it. And
Susie, you would have wanted Link and the Shark Boy to smooch, didn't you?
I royally shafted the Divine Trial in my Zelda Dungeons list.
Yup, Koshia.
Going into this list, we had to make certain exceptions in order to ensure that we would have some variety. Namely, that we wouldn't include final bosses. We didn't say shit about DLC bosses, though.
So many regrets.
I found this loophole, I'm going to exploit it, so now my favorite Zelda boss gets in the top 2.
I don't even hate this dungeon. I thought I was being practical.
Breath of the Wild, you are so goddamn late to the party. Skyward Sword showed up on this list first, but it's here now, finally.
I mean, the
Damn.
mechanics were cool too. There were so many things about reactivating the dungeon and using the gears that felt like a preview of what we would get in Tears of the Kingdom. God, why did I leave this off the list?
Okay, you gotta chill, girl.
Yeah, I will.
Are you okay, Spectra? I think I missed it, but was it because like you didn't know if you could count like the divine beasts as individual dungeons? I do. I count them as individual dungeons unless you're talking about something else, and I missed it because I keep trying to talk to you guys.
It's just, I need a moment to rethink my life choices that led me to this moment.
So, I do feel in a number of ways Breath of the Wild.
She left the DLC dungeon off her dungeon list. Ah, okay. Also, I want to say something real quick that maybe a hot take depending on what you guys in the chat think. I think Zelda's voice actress did really well. Was it the voice that we expected? No. Was it British for some reason? Yes. Did she do a good job? Yes. I believe that the voice actress of Zelda did a great job because I remember it being very split when Breath of the Wild came out. I'm happy to see there's some agreeings with me in the chat.
Wild, for as good of a game as it is, has been largely over.
Yes, Breath of the Zelda. Because I remember when I saw oh my god, when the original trailer for Breath of the Wild came out, and first off, the trailer music, holy shit, I get chills just thinking about it. But the music picking up after hearing Zelda crying, that almost be Tears of the Wild. God damn it.
overshadowed by Tears of the Kingdom, which makes sense, as TOTK does feel like a more expanded version of the foundation that BOTW set. And yet, for as many improvements as it made, Tears has yet to top this guy. Through the entirety of the game, the Sheikah improvements as it made...
I was so disappointed by both story of both games, honestly. I can imagine why. It's because that both games are going for a more... Okay, maybe some people will not like this comparison. It's going for more Dark Souls sort of story, where they let the environment, like you arrived after everything has happened, and you're picking up the story from there. Some people like that, some people don't like that.
Gears has yet to top this guy.
They also haven't topped Kaz. I'm just saying, Kaz is based. His freaking accordion and his music, so good.
Through the entirety of the game, the Sheikah monks have basically greeted you at the end of each shrine. And let me tell you, some of these...
Yeah, again, because they haven't done that before. Usually, you are in the middle of the happening. But in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, it's the after.
Guys are real underachievers. So I was thinking, I'll have a ball, and the hero has to put the ball in front of the temple to open the shrine, and then... yeah, that'll be the trial.
Dude, that's stupid. The rest of us have these real elaborate puzzles. Mine requires you put the balls in a pattern that is identical to the one of the opposite mountain.
Well, maybe a weird pervert will come along and becoming obsessed with the ball and not allowing the hero to have it.
When in 10,000 years is...
I mean, there was that one lady that married a bridge. Or was it the Eiffel Tower? One of those things. People like that do exist.
Anyone ever gonna get obsessed with a stone bow?
Fuck you, I'm going with it! This guy, Moskosha, however, is in a league of his own. Straight out the gate, this guy actually moves. Already way more work.
Got ourselves an overachiever here.
You find yourself in an open arena thousands of feet in the air. The rain starts to pour, and Maz immediately puts your skills to the test.
Like, if I want to say this, Kosha felt like the first actual, like, boss fight. Like, yeah, the Blight Ganons were also a boss fight, but this guy felt like a boss fight.
All your skills.
Right off the bat, you'll recognize a few of these techniques from the encounters with the Yiga clan members strewn about the game. Well, those guys are a bunch of good-for-nothing posers, losers, all of them. This right here is what the Sheikah are...
Hey, I hope you're not gonna... Oh, Johnny, out of curiosity, what was the first video you saw from me? First vid I saw, I want to say either the Phoenix Wright top 5 worst and best cases, either that one or your Splatoon stages video, one of those two.
Really capable of.
I was also about to say, Spectra, I hope you're not dissing the boss of the Yiga. I hope you're not dissing the big bad boss of the Yiga.
Sure, they start out like a normal Yiga clan fight, but that's only to lure you into a false sense of security. Because shortly after you do enough damage to him, he starts making Naruto shadow clones on your ass. And even after that, once you do even more damage, he goes big!
Throughout the fight, Maz pulls out all...
I love this Splatoon list. Consider number 11 on Wambu videos list, and definitely Dustin the boss... Spectre, those be fighting words. I'm such a fucking Naruto fan. I still remembered some of the hand signs. I'm done. I am absolute done. Also, I just love your take. You saying this.
To do even more damage, he goes big.
Throughout the fight, Maz pulls out all sorts of different techniques from throughout the game, including the spiky balls from Master Koga, the teleport and electric pillars from Thunderblight Ganon, and oh no.
I actually heard of someone that like there is a statue of a guardian made, and someone said that they would hide behind it. And that every time someone went close to it, they would play the Guardian theme on their phone and see which one of them would freak out. The pure PTSD. The Guardians were amazing.
Also worth noting that he has access to the elemental variants of all the arrows in Breath of the Wild, including the shock arrows. And I don't know if you remember this, but you're fighting in the rain. shock arrows really hurt in the rain.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, rain. Holy crap. How is it that Maz Kosha is more thematically intense and epic than any of the Blight Ganons?
Yeah,
Seriously,
honestly.
Guys, I still can't get over this. You had one job, be threatening and menacing. Instead, you made the champions look like champions because you are the worst boss fights I have ever.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
No, wait. It's not okay.
It's okay, Spectra. It's okay.
Nice.
Ultimately, what I love so much about
Man,
Maz
now I
is
want a
what
hug.
an honest
Damn it.
showdown his fight is. You're never really railroaded into any specific techniques or items. It's just you, your wits, your way of battling against Maz, and sometimes 8 other Mazes. And for all these tribulations the Champions Ballad DLC puts you through, the one-hit obliterator, the divine trial, and the fight with Maz, you know what we all come away with?
Well, I heard a
goddamn. No, I'm just gonna let you guys say it.
certain game company loves instilling pride in accomplishments.
A motorcycle.
Wait, what?
That's right, we were taking a fucking driver's exam
Yep.
the whole time.
You know what? Considering how bullshit vehicles are in general, this is pretty tame by today's standards.
Well, balls in your court.
I do freaking love that, like, after all of this mythical trials and combat against a master of the mystic arts and all shit, you get a motorcycle. I fucking love it.
Now, statues of Rauru and Sonya. Wait, you said we weren't getting Tears DLC?
No.
Wait, isn't that there? I think that's there. Wait. Oh, didn't I put it in? Oh, I thought I had. Oh, thank you for saying that, Susie. I will make sure to put that one in.
Oh, you're not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for
Alright,
reminding Susie.
we're on the precipice of the last entry. But first, let's wrap up the honorable mentions.
Bum 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 bum.
What are you doing?
Oh, because I was about to say bongo bongo.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not joking here. I like Morpha, but I think I'm alone in that. Spectra, am I alone in that?
I think he's
Yes, Steve Skull, you did miss Colgera. He was number 3, I believe.
fine. Stupid long shot. Okay, I really like this fight, and I personally love the paintings bit, but Wambu here thinks he's too confusing for his tiny little lamp brain, so honorable mention is relegated to.
This is my personal least favorite fight in Ocarina, not counting Big Octo, but like, I like all the bosses in Ocarina, not counting Big Octo, so that's not saying much. Second phase is cool.
I'm getting the feeling that Wambu doesn't like the octopus boss. I'm getting that feeling.
But the first phase is good conceptually.
I do love this though. You can literally see him coming out of the painting. Looks like something from God, what is that old animated I think it was a short Disney with the Doulahan with the headless horseman. What was that thing called? It looks like something out of that.
But kind of sloppy in execution.
Thematically, this fight is really cool, and that jump scare at the
Cool. Oh god, what a frame to freeze on.
beginning with Yita
Ikaban,
freaked me
yeah.
out the first time I played the game.
Awesome fight. Loved the ball and chain.
Great fight.
Narrowly missed the list though.
Unfortunately, the ice physics were just a little too annoying for the fight to be enjoyable enough to be on the list.
Sleepy horror.
Breath of the Wild needed more overworld bosses. I'm just saying.
And this one was just sad. I loved everything
Aw.
about this thing conceptually, but
I remember the first time I got jump scared by the Molduga. Just running out there in the desert, I heard rumblings and what was that? Suddenly, it got jumped.
once you know how to fight it, it is pissed.
It's like being jump scared by the Infernals in the Burning Crusade in the Warcraft. How does something that big sneak up on you?
It's easy to take out, and it's never exciting again.
Still not super big on the blights. This is the one who actually provides
Yeah.
a challenge though.
Yeah.
At least this one feels like it's trying to be an actual threat. I actually died to this thing once, but just the once. After
Damn.
that, I trounced it effortlessly, never had a problem with it again. You seeing the problem with Breath of the Wild's bosses?
This is exceptionally dumb. Even by Zelda standards.
What?
It's kinda sick though.
First off, that is badass. Second, are you having a cage match with this thing?
Love the fact I just went and made a straight up Punch Out homage in this game, but like, did it really have to be so annoying? Well, I think that's all of them. Let's talk about our final entry.
Oh, also a challenger. I don't think you were here when they said it. No final bosses, no penultimate bosses, just normal bosses. I never played TFT. I'm in the middle of playing it. I still need to finish it.
In order for us to properly talk about our number one,
penultimate, okay.
we have to go back in time a little.
What's this?
Wait, I have my ocarina. No, wait, I cannot play the ocarina. Damn it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think that was the one.
You don't remember?
No.
Good. Could you stand in this spot for me for just a second?
Okay.
Alright, now wait here. I'll be right back.
Well, okay, no, what?
Stop! Zelda dodges, let's go!
Ow, what's happening? Why are you here?
Throwback.
Throw back my ass, that hurt! Have you gone crazy?
Throwback, more like a punchback.
See?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Throw back my
Wait.
ass, that hurt! Have you gone crazy?
Yes.
Oh yes, that is not the final boss. That's right.
Oh, hey, haven't been here in a while.
Oh,
Okay, I get it.
welcome to the underground. How was the fall?
Yeah, alright, this is what happens in the fight. Okay, yeah, there's no other way to sum up our feelings on this list other than doing this bit. So, yeah, Zan throughout Twilight Princess was built up as this menacing, calculating, cold, and just downright statistically evil mastermind that Midna not only hated with a burning passion, but was also kinda low-key afraid of. And then you find him in the Palace of Twilight, and then you learn what he really is. An unhinged, madness-induced creature, chaos, and destruction who only came into power due to assistance from Ganondorf. And then you have to fight that creature of chaos and destruction. Not those creatures of chaos and destruction!
What follows is maybe the
Wait,
most
wait.
mind
One of them was stolen Wambu's face. Look at it.
Not those creatures of chaos and destruction!
What follows is maybe the most mind-bending boss fight in the franchise, where Zant takes you all throughout these different but familiar set pieces, where he goes totally manic and, like Maz, starts lifting attacks from previous enemies throughout the game. But whereas Maz was the OG that all the others were biting from, Zant is
missed the
just an
dog.
unhinged Looney Tune of a man.
Dude's a thief, a charlatan. I mean, like, narratively, the dude's a fraud, never sends the way, and that's actually showcased all throughout the fight. The first thing that happens right off the bat is you're thrown into the Forest Temple again, and he starts emulating the Diababa fight. What are our thoughts about Diababa? I don't like it, but I like this fight. That's my review of Diababa.
True that.
Oh, okay, I guess we're doing this again.
Oh, now
go
we're
get
back
my
here.
bikini.
From there, Zant takes us
I actually really like that bit from the Mario Odyssey video. It's just you guys chilling there talking about that sort of stuff. It's cool.
to the boss arena of Dongoro, okay fight, Morpheal, bad fight, Ook, meh fight, Blizzetta, awesome fight, landing us eventually on a final showdown at the front of Hyrule Castle Town. And Zant's version of all these fights specifically, while maybe not always
Oh yeah, fuck volleyball.
is better, are given a surreal twist thanks to Zant bending the reality around you.
Oh.
Yo, is that supposed to happen?
Nah, it's like an anomaly or something.
Cool. Yeah, in case you can't tell, this fight is bonkers. Every time you think you beat Zan, he just throws you into another arena, and you keep wondering when this whole thing is gonna end. That's the best thing about this fight. And
Zant is a weird character in Hyrule Warriors. I'm sorry, I know I keep coming back to that game, but like, he's a weird one in that game.
what really inched it to the top for us, this fight isn't just fun and challenging, it's a microcosm of the villain itself. It feels like you're going insane along with Zant as he struggles to stay alive, and this bastard keeps throwing literally everything but the kitchen sink at you, trying to kill you. He really feels like he's snapped and completely dropped any pretense of trying to be cool and went all Kefka on your ass.
By the final part of the fight, the dude is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He's just screaming and flailing his swords at you.
Yeah,
It's weird, it's wild, it's, well, If I'm being honest, it's kind of pitiful, but it's a perfect way to conclude an emotional roller coaster of a fight.
And that is why Santa's our favorite non-final Zelda boss of all time.
Nuh-uh,
Hell yeah.
I like Maz more.
Well, you're outvoted.
By who?
Me and Ed, right, Ed?
Sure. I'm here too, by the way.
He's
Hi.
not part of this.
We collabed with him once before, so it counts.
God damn it, I've been long conned.
And that's a wrap. Damn, it's been a while since we've collabed together. I really miss this.
Yeah,
Hey.
me too.
We should hang out
Me
more
too.
often, Wambu.
Totally.
This has been Lady Spectra, everyone. And remember, if someone tells you to have a... What?
You have to do a freaking callback to the carrot?
Well, hey, I remember that joke.
Joke! This isn't a joke! It's an insult to me and my...
Yeah.
It's like, what was the line? It's like, really, Wambu? You're turning your best friend into a carrot? Something like that.
Yeah, we all remember you got so mad about it last time too. Awesome callback. Good times were had by all, I hope. Anyway, thanks for having me.
Hey, look at the bright side, Spectra. Your eyesight is amazing now.
I'll see you around, Spectra.
Wait, no, Wambu, come back! God fucking...
Oh, now I have to call again. Also, those those like eyebrows on fleek. As this, why do I do this so much? I keep doing this. Noise.
Hello,
Got him.
Starball, honey? I need your help. Yeah,
Aw,
it happened again.
you have it again.
Ow!
Great video. Great video. Yay! Oh yes, Susie, thank you so much to give a shout out to Miss Spectra. Let's see what we got. I said, let's see. Did you break it?
Not close the door
Oh,
because the turret
wait.
is in the way. Wave, just go. Yeah, go. No, you have to go.
He can't.
Burst beam.
He can't hear. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He's being rib tickled. What the fuck? What the fuck? How is he alive? How is he alive? How did he do that? How did he do that?
Wait,
Oh, okay, that
How did he do
explains
that?
it.
you have
Okay.
no idea how.
How? Exactly. That's the one. That's the thing everyone wants about. How? But yes. First off, I just want to, at the end of this video, I just want to give a massive, big thank you for not only Wambu, but also the impeccable Spectra and the humorous and well-timed Starfall here joining me for this reaction here today. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you three enjoyed it, and you make some good shit. Keep at it. Definitely one of my favorite videos I've edited. I can't imagine. It's really freaking well done. My mom asked the same question I was born. How? Okay. That's something to dive into. But yeah, as always, YouTube, these are my lovely patrons. There will be a link not only to the original video so you can go and support this goobus, because goddamn she deserves it, but also be linked to everything else down here in below. To my socials, to my Discord, and of course here on Twitch, where you can, just like these amazing people, follow me and see everything live. But thank you also very much for watching, my dear friends. My name is JohnnyFerno, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! And YouTube is off now. Oh boy. Whoa, that was a lot of fun. Now I can stop performing for YouTube and now continue to support for Twitch, to perform for Twitch. Seriously though, Spectra, Starfall, thank you both so goddamn.
Love is the best.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. And it's for anywhere and everywhere and all down here in the big blue sea. Hey! I'm a singer. I laughed at my own joke. God damn it. I was saying something. Yeah. But again, just Spectra and Starfall, thank you both so much for taking time out of your day to coming here and watching this weird ass pastry reacting to this video. It was a pleasure. It was an absolute fucking pleasure to have you both here. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And yeah, it's really it took time. Just well, I've been. Well, see, Spectre, now you made me lose my words. You said that, and now I don't know what to say. I hope get to talk more, watch more stuff. Shut up. You're both freaking amazing. And just, yeah. Today has been one hell of a stream. 3.5 hours. And yeah, I should probably stop soon because, well, we're reaching the quiet hours of the building. But again, just, okay, I think it is about time that I ended here for today. With the final words that I've repeated that I'm now going to say for the 3rd time. Thank you also very much for watching, my dear friends. This has been an amazing time. But now before we go, we have to find someone to raid.